everyone and welcome to our YouTube channel. So in this video we will be discussing direction sense for SBI PO and Clerk Prelims exam. Direction sense is a simple topic, okay. So the main thing is we need to identify which are the directions and for each direction which is the left and which is the right. That is the thing, right. Okay, now before we go into the questions, if you have not already subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do subscribe to our YouTube channel, that is Time for Bank Exams, and please do not forget to hit the bell icon for all the notifications of the videos that we upload in our channel, okay. Right, now we have a note here, questions marked with double asterisk mark are models that appeared in various bank exams in the recent years. Right, now the directions, these questions are based on the following information. So you have this information here, okay. Point A is 8 meters towards the south of point E. Now when directions are given with respect to 2 points, there are some terms which you can replace for the directions so that it is easy to interpret, correct. For instance, see, if I have if I have north, I will replace this term with the word above, because north is the above direction. Then if I have the word south, I will replace that with the term below. Now for example, here he says point A is 8 meters towards the south of point E. Now replace the word south with below. So how do you read it? A is 8 meters below point E. Then it becomes easy to interpret, understanding the point. So when the directions are given with respect to 2 points, these are how we can identify. And similarly, when we say east, we can replace that with the term right, because east is a direction which is to the right side. And likewise, when you have west, we replace that with the word left. So like that, when you replace those directions with these words, it becomes easy to interpret and fix the points, okay. So now let's use these points for fixing them. Now we have point A is 8 meters towards the south of point E, okay. So now A is towards the south of point E, so A should come below E. So we have E, okay, and A has to come below E, and the distance is 8 meters, correct. Then point C is 4 meters towards the north of point B. Now we don't know where C and B is, because I have fixed for now A and E. So C is north of B, means C should come above B, okay. Which is, now normally when persons are used, instead of the word which, they will use the word who. Now because here points are given, they have used the word which. Who or which, whenever it comes, whatever is there after it should be referred to the parameter given just before the word which or who. So when he says which is 5 meters west of point D, means B should be west. West means left side of D, okay. So we don't know where is C, where is B, where is D for now, correct. Then we have point C is 7 meters towards the east of point E. So east can be replaced as right side. So I have point E now. Now on the east of E, east means right side of E, we can fix a C at a distance of 7 meters. So first let us fix this. So C should be on the right side of E, okay, at a distance of 7 meters, okay. So right side of E, you need C at a distance of 7 meters, correct. Then now once I have C, now look at what is C. C is 4 meters towards the north of B. So when he says north of B, means above B. So C should come above B, okay, at a distance of 4 meters, right. So C should come at a distance of 4 meters, okay. So when we talk about that, you need to be careful and you have to take the distances appropriately, okay. This is where you get B and the distance is 4. So this is 4, this is 4, because the total is 8. Correct? So please be very careful with the distances that you take. They have to be taken appropriately. Then only our answers will be correct. Okay, so C is north of B at a distance of 4 meters, right? Which is, means B is 5 meters towards the west of D. West is what? Left side, correct? So B should be on the left side of D at a distance of 5 meters. Okay, so B should be left side of D at a distance of 5 meters like this, correct? Then point C is 7 meters towards the east of E, we have fixed that. Then here point I is 6 meters towards the east of F. Now I don't know where is F, okay? Then again, which is means point F, the parameter immediate before. F is 9 meters towards the north of H, north is above H. Now we have I right side of F and F above H. Now I don't know where is I, where is F or where is H, we'll come to that. Now what is the next? Point D is 11 meters towards the south of G. So we have point D, south of G means what? Below G. Understanding the point? So below G at a distance of 11 meters, I need D. Okay. So below G I need D at a distance of 11 meters. Now again, we know that this is 4. So I have to take 7 more so that you have 11 and then you put G here. Correct? 11 meters south of G is point D. Got it? Now once I have G, look at the earlier line. There is a continuation. Let us continue this. Which is means again the parameter just before it, that is G is 8 meters towards the east of H. East is right side of H. So right side of H I need G, that is 8 meters. Okay. So right side of H I need G 8 meters. Now again we need to be careful. So right side is our right side here, correct? So we have 5 and I have to take here 3 so that you get 8. So this is where I can have H and this distance is identified as 8 meters. So we have this is 5 and this is 3 and this is 4, so that the total becomes 7, correct? So right side of H, east of H, correct? So we have east of point H. Now once I have H, we can go back to the earlier line. See, first H is here, so we'll look into this. Which is 9 meters north of H, means F should be above H and the distance is 9 meters. So F is above H, okay, 9 meters. So we have F above H and it is 9 meters. Are you following that? Okay. Then, and prior instruction was point I is 6 meters towards the east of F. East is right side of F, you need I at a distance of 6 meters. Okay, right side of F, you need I 6 meters. Now right side of F 6 meters, see again, right side of F, you need the point I at a distance of 6 meters. So this is 6, this is 2. So this is how we have to identify the chart, so that by the time you come to the end of the instructions, your arrangement will be ready. So the left and the right, okay, above and below can be used in place of these north, south, east and west, because it is easy to understand and fix the points. Got it? So this is what we have as our final instructions. Got it? Right. So let's see. Do we have any further instructions? No, that is it. Right. Now based on this, let's have a look into the questions. Now the question is, in which direction is I? So I need to know the direction of I. So where should I check it from? With respect to A. So from A, what is the direction of I? Let us check. So from A, he is asking what is the direction of I. Do you see? This is the direction, correct? So A is here and I is here. So this is the direction. I am just taking the point. So from A, what is that direction? You can simply put a plus sign at A. So above is north, your right is east. So I am going to get northeast as our answer. Correct? So northeast, choice 2. Okay? Then, if point K is 2 meters towards east of I, so K, he says if means to answer only this question, this point has to be given. So K is east of I means right side of I at a distance of 2 meters. Then he is asking what is the distance between the points D and K. Okay. So first let's fix K on the right side of I, 2 meters. Okay. So I is here. So that means this is where you are going to get K. Right side of I, east of I. Correct? At a distance of what? 2 meters. Now see, the balance that I had here was 2. So that same 2 will be identified here. Means K will be in line vertically along with the points G and D. So that is why take the distances appropriately. Now he is asking what is the distance between the points D and K. You simply have to count. Now we know this is 9. So this is 9 and this is also 9. Parallel lines. So we have a 9 and then we have a 11. So 9 plus 11 is 20. So the distance between the points D and K are 20. That is there in choice 4. Understood that? Okay. You will get your answers guaranteed if you take the instructions correctly. Appropriate distances as well. Okay. Then what else? Approximately how far and in which direction is E with respect to G. So when he says how far, far is nothing but shortest distance. Sometimes he will say what is the distance also means the shortest distance. Unless he specifically asks horizontal distance or vertical distance, whenever he mentions far or simply distance, we must always identify it as the shortest distance. Understood the point here? So what is that shortest distance and in which direction is E? See, I need to know the direction of E. From where? With respect to G. So from G, I have to know what is the direction of E. When both distance and direction are asked, always look for direction first so that we can eliminate some options. Suppose, for example, if my direction is northwest, then you don't have to calculate the distance, because if you had none of these, then yes. But since all 5 are 5 different ones and I am getting only northwest, suppose, for example, as an answer, then you can choose that and keep moving on. So do what is necessary to get the answer. You don't have to complete it and then only check the options. Keep an eye on the options, always. Understood that? Okay. So now let's see distance and direction of E with respect to G. Okay. So when he says with respect to G, see, this is what we want. Do you see that? I have put a double line here. So this is what we want. So if that is what we want, we can take that as a right angle triangle. Always take that as the hypotenuse. So if I take that as the hypotenuse, see, I am going to just simply draw like this. So this is where you have G and this is where you have E. So this is the distance I want. Correct? And also in which direction is E? He is asking. That means from G I have to check. So what is this direction? So if I simply put a plus sign here, the downward is south, your left is west, I am getting southwest. Correct? Now if I look at my options, there are 2 options with southwest, one with 14 meters, one with 13 meters. Now we need to calculate. If there was only one option with southwest, mark and keep moving on. Do what is necessary. Understood the point? So let's calculate the distance as well. Okay, so now we need to know what is this A value and what is this B value, so that I can get my hypotenuse, right? Now what is this A value? Now check here. See, this is what we need as the total A value, the horizontal for the triangle, correct? Now here how much it is? 7. And here how much it is? 5. So it is 7 plus 5, you have 12, correct? And then what is this? This total is 11, but only up to here we have is 7. So B value is identified as 7. So A value is 12, B value is 7. Now we can take the calculations, which is under root of A square plus B square, correct? So let's see, A is 12, B is 7. So we can say under root of a square plus b square. So a is 12 and b is 7. Now you do it under root of 12 square plus 7 square. So which is under root of 144 plus 49. Now if I had 50, I would had 194. Now because it has 149, one less than that, it is 193, which is approximately I can say 14 meters. Why? Because the nearest perfect square is 196, 14 square. Correct? So 14 meters southwest is what we give as the answer. But these calculations should be done orally. You need to decide what to be put in the rough sheet and what not to be. Understood the point? So take the calculations, do them manually. Manual calculations is what you need to practice, because in the exam you should have the confidence that whatever I am calculating manually is correct. You need that confidence. So when you are practicing, practice them by putting it on the paper, but later on once you have enough practice, do it manually. Understood? So my answer is 14 meters southwest. So that is how we get our answers in one shot, once you have the directions and distances correctly. So whatever you do has to be done first time right. Okay? Right. Then next. Okay. So those were the questions you have in that set. We have one more set. Now as you can see here, there is a double asterisk. So this model is given to in your previous bank exams. Okay, this model is already given in previous bank exams. So let's see what it is. These questions are based on the following information. Okay. Now the first one says, Amar walks 8 kilometers to the west from point M. Now a person is walking, you don't have to replace them with left, right. Okay. You can simply say west means left. Here also you can do, that's not a problem. So west means left. From M, he is moving to the left side 8 kilometers to reach what? Point N. Okay, so let's take that from M to N. So we have M moving left side to N at a distance of 7 kilometers. Sorry, 8, my bad. Okay. So it is 8 kilometers. So from M. Okay. So this is, you have Amar's start point. From M towards west to reach N. Okay. Then what do we have? He takes a right turn. Now from west, right turn is towards the north. So imagine yourself moving there, then you will know which is the right side. So imagine you are moving in the west direction. So right means, see, like this. See, suppose if you are moving like this, then right is above, correct? So visualize it. So that is where it becomes easier. So takes a right turn means towards north and walks 7 kilometers to reach O. Okay, right turn 7 kilometers O. So from here he takes a right turn 7 kilometers to reach O. Correct? Right. Then further what he says, from there he turns left and walks 5 kilometers to reach P. So from north he turns left. See, if you are moving in the north, left means again towards the west side. So again towards the west he walks 5 kilometers to reach P. Okay. So again from O he turns left and walks 5 kilometers to reach P. Correct? Right. Then, after P, what he says, another person, Amit. So this is how he will mix and match the information. Okay? You need to be very clear in your thought process, not to get confused. Now he's talking about another person, Amit, walks for 8 kilometers to the east from point T to reach point U. Now, do I know where T and U is? I don't know. So, for now what we can do is try to put it separately. Because where is, see, I have ended with point P. I started with M, went to N, then to O, then to P. M and OP I have. But then after P, now he is starting with a different person, Amit, walks for 8 kilometers on the east. East is right side, correct? So, right side from T to reach U. Right? So, let's take it separately. Amit, 8 kilometers east from T to U. Okay, I'll take separately here T east to U 8 kilometers. Now this is, we have Amit. So this is Amit's start point. Now I don't know where to club these two for now, so I'll keep it separate. Okay. Then after that what he says, see after U, point T is 9 kilometers either to the north or to the south of point M. Now he is clubbing M and T. M was the start point of Amar, correct, and T is the start point of Amit. Now he says T is 9 kilometers, that is the distance is fixed either on the north or on the south of M, means either above M or below M. We need to know where that is. So that is why let's put it out separately for now. Okay, right. So let's keep this like this, we'll take this separately. Then after that what he says, Amar, see he is now back to the first person Amar. Amar turns left from P and walks 4 kilometers to reach Q. So from P he is turning left, okay, and 4 kilometers to reach Q. Okay, so from P he is turning left. Now check here. So from P again moving in the west, he is turning left, left is below, correct, 4 kilometers to reach Q. Now see, this is how I am going to take 4 kilometers to reach Q. So this is 4 and this is 3, total is 7, correct. Then after that what do we have here to reach Q? Then from point Q he walks for 6 kilometers to the west to reach point R. Now he is directly saying west direction, means left direction. Okay. So from Q 6 kilometers west to reach R. Okay. So from Q west is left side, 6 kilometers he travels to reach R. Got it? Then what else? From R he walks for 10 kilometers to the south to reach S. So from R south is below. So he is walking down below, down direction, and he is traveling for 10 kilometers to reach S. Okay. So from R walks down south 10 kilometers to reach S. Now you need to be careful here is, I know this is already 3 because here you have the 3, okay, and further down he is traveling for another 7 kilometers. So total becomes 10 to reach S. So this, okay, is identified as Amar's endpoint. Are you understanding that? Okay. Now why? Because see, after point S again he starts about Amit. So for now let us consider that. Got it? That is the direction of Amar that we have. Now again Amit walks for 5 kilometers to the south from point U to reach point V. So south is below. So from point U south 5 kilometers to reach V. Okay. So from point U south 5 kilometers to reach V. Now that is Amit. Okay. Then from there he turns left and walks 3 kilometers to reach point W. So from there he turns left and walks 3 kilometers to reach W. Okay. So from south he is turning left. See, imagine you are moving down. Left is our right side, correct? Our right side, which is the east. Understanding the point? Left, and he is traveling for 3 kilometers to reach W. Okay. So here he walks for 3 kilometers to reach W. Yes. Then what else we have? Finally he turns right and walks a certain distance to reach X. Now the distance is not given. See, here he is talking about certain distance. The distance is unknown. So he turns right and walks a certain distance to reach X. Okay. So now from east turning right is towards south. So he turns right and walks a certain distance. I don't know what distance it is. He reaches point X. That is the travel we have for Amit. Understanding the point here? Okay. Then finally there is one more line. Point X is to the east of point S. Now that is the one which is very important. The last point is he's, giving a relation between S, which is the last point for Amar, and X, that is the last point for Amit. Okay. So, east of S, he says. Okay. Now, X is identified as Amit's endpoint. Now, what he says, X should be to the east of S. See, where is S? S is here. East side I want. Now, imagine what was the connection that we had between, M and T beginning. See, I put it within the brackets. T is 9 kilometers either north or south of M. Forget about the 9 for now. Let us look into the distance, north or south. Okay. Now, with respect to M, if I take south, see, imagine T, I am putting in the south of M. Will S and X be in line? Because east means what? East means horizontal. East and west are horizontal directions. North and south are vertical directions. Now, X has to be east of S means right side of S. Indirectly saying S and X have to be in line. Correct? Now, if S and X have to be in line, I cannot take this total route of Amit and put it below M. Because if I put it below M, then they will not be in line. So, the only thing is I have to take it in the north. Following the point here? So, now if I take it in the north, now let us see. And the distance between M and T is how much? 9 kilometers. Correct? So, let us do that now. So, I am going to take now above. Now, again we need to be careful with the distance here. So, up until here, what is the total distance? 7. And I need 9 distance. Correct? So, you take 2 more. So that this total is 9 and this is where you are going to have T. That is Amit's start point. And from there we can make use of this. Now the distance here has to be carefully analyzed and checked. Okay. So we need to travel 8 kilometers first. So I will do that. So he travels for 8 kilometers to reach U. Then from there 5 kilometers below. Now that is where we need to be careful. 5 kilometers, correct? Now see here, we also have this 4 and 3, correct? So you have 2 and then this is 4, okay? This line that is we have up to the dotted line is 4, correct? So total becomes 6, but I need what? Only 5. So we need to be careful here. So 5 means I will take a line simply above like this. Okay, so that out of that 4, I am taking only 3, so that the balance here is 1. Okay, so we have here this is 3 and this is 1. So that 2 plus 3 is 5. So here up till here this is 5 and you have point V. Correct? And then from there again on the east side 3. Okay, on the east side we have 3, that is W. Okay. And then from W, south at a certain distance of X. But then we also know that X is east of S, correct? So when he says east of S, now this is where you have S, so you have to take the dotted line like this. Now once I take the dotted line like this, now you will know that I have to end my X here. Then only this is going to be Amit's endpoint. Okay, and this is Amit's start point. So now S and X are in line and X is east of S. Now what will be this distance, because that is what we want, a certain distance he said. What is that distance? Let's calculate. Now from here, see from this dotted line, how much more I have to go up to M? That is the first. So what is this distance? So we already have 1 here, correct? Because 3 and 1 total becomes 4. And then you have a 3 here again. So 1 and 3 becomes 4. So up until here we have is 4, correct? And then take this line and go down. See how much is that? You have 7. So this is 7. So total distance becomes what? 11. So you need to take the distances correctly. So this is how we get the final direction chart. Are you understanding the point? So we need to take them separately because initially he said north of M or south of M. I don't know that until the last line where he said the direction with respect to S and X. So, we take it separately, try to see should I take north or south. I cannot take south of M because then east of S cannot happen. So, I will take above as north, and once I take that, we can simply fix the directions that we already have and we get our final direction. So, this is how we work it out. Understood the point here? Okay? Yeah. So, now based on this, we have some questions. Let us answer those questions. Yes, now look at question number 4. What is the approximate shortest distance between M and V? He is asking. Okay? Between M and V, what is the approximate shortest distance? Let us check. Right. Now see, M and V, this distance is asking. What is this distance? Okay. Do you see this thick line that I have drawn? M and V, what is the distance? So, you take the right angle triangle again. Do you see this right angle triangle here? Correct. Now, what is this vertical distance? We know it is 4. And what is this horizontal distance? We know it is 8. So, A value is 8, B value is 4. So, it is under root 8 square plus 4 square, which is 64 plus 16, which is how much? 80. Correct. So, that is what we will do. So, we have 4 and 8 between M and V. So, A value is 8 and B value is 4. So, it is under root 8 square plus 4 square, which is under root 64 plus 16. So, it is going to be 80, and approximately I can say 9 kilometers. Why? 9 square is 81. That is the nearest perfect square, and 9 is available in the third option. Got it? Okay. Then what is the distance between S and X? He is asking. Okay, let us check that. Distance between S and X. Now check here. See, S is there, X is here. He is asking what is this total distance, the horizontal distance. Simple. You take these lines like this and we have to calculate what are these partial distances. Now check here, what is this total? First part is, I have a 6 here and I have a 5 here. So total becomes 11. Correct? And then what is this distance? 8. Correct? And then what is this distance? We have a 8 and a 3. Again it is a 11. So 11 plus 11 is 22. 22 plus 8 is how much? 30. So the total distance that I am getting between S and X is 30 kilometers. That is your answer. Correct? Yeah, see, choice 2, 30 kilometers. Take the distances correctly, you will not go wrong. That is guaranteed. Okay? Then, what is the distance between V and X and in which direction is V? See, he is asking which direction is V. Means I have to take it from point X. He is asking distance between V and X, and V is in which direction from X. Okay, let us check. V and X, V is in which direction from X. Okay. Now see, V and X is here. So I need to make use of this. Okay, this line. Between V and X, what is the distance? And in which direction is V? Means from X you have to check. Okay, so what is that direction? So let me take it separately here. So he wants this direction. Okay, so this is where you have X, this is where you have V. So what is this direction? So at X you can put a plus sign. So above is north, your left is west. So in between you get northwest. And the distance, you know, this value is 3 and this total vertical will be 11. So A value is 3, B value is 11 and the distance is northwest. In which direction is V? Is northwest. Okay, and 3 and 11. Let us see. See, northwest there are 2. So I need to calculate the distance. So A value is 3 and B value is 11. So it is under root of 3 square plus 11 square, under root of 9 plus 121, which is going to be under root 130, which is again approximately you can say 11 only. Because 130 is between 121 which is 11 square and 144 which is 12 square. Now between 130 and 121, 9 is the difference, and between 130 and 144, 14 is the difference. Which is the lower difference? 9, and that is why we choose 11 square. That is how you take the nearest perfect square. So approximately 11 kilometers northwest. Understood the point here? Okay. Then, how can a person reach point N from point S? Okay. So, we have to go option by option. Okay. I have to keep moving the slides. Okay. But in the exam, you don't have to do it. You will have it in your rough sheet. So, you can just refer to it. So, here I have to keep moving backward and forward. So, don't mind. So, here he says walks 10 kilometers east, turns right and walks 8. So, from N to S I want. So, first 10 kilometers east, turns right and 8 kilometers. Okay. 10 east, turns right, 8. N to S. Oh, sorry. Okay. So, N to S. N to S he wants. So, first he says 10 kilometers east means he is moving further away like this. Because that is west, no? East is here. Turns right. So, from east turning right, yes, you will go down, but you are not going to reach S. That much is very clear. Got it? Okay. So, option 1 doesn't work. So, now we know what is the direction, correct? So, from west I have to take. Okay. So, if you look into the directions that I want, okay, see from N, what is it that he can move? See, he can move in this rectangle only. Do you see? So, that means he has to move 11 kilometers west and then take a left turn 7 kilometers, or he will move 7 kilometers south, then takes a right turn 11 kilometers. So, it is 11, 7 or 7, 11. That is how he reaches from N to S. So, we will see which is that. So, it is either west and left or south and right. Okay. 11 and 7. Yeah. See, walks 11 kilometers north. No, I don't want north. So, it is either south or west. South 7 kilometers, west 11 kilometers. So, this is not correct. Now, he walks 12 kilometers west. No, I don't want 12. I want 11 kilometers west. Okay. So, 12 kilometers west, turns left and walks 7 kilometers. So, 12 kilometers west, south 7 kilometers. No, he is not going to reach us, because see here we have a 5 and we have a 6, correct. So, the total we have is only 11. So, that is 11 kilometers west is what I want. So, this is 11 I have and this is 7 I have. Okay. So, it is 11 west, 7 in the south, or 7 south, 11 in the west. Okay. Okay. Then walks 11 kilometers east, turns left means he is moving north. So, this is not correct. Then walks 9 kilometers south, turns right and 8 kilometers, no. So, yeah, so there is a, here instead of 12, I believe it should have been 11 kilometers. Okay. So, take it as 11 kilometers. So, he walks 11 kilometers west, turns left and 7 kilometers. Check, 11 kilometers west, turns left and 7 kilometers. See, 11 kilometers west, turns left, because see, if you are moving in the west direction, left is south only. So, 11 kilometers west, that he will move here up till this point, turns left and 7 kilometers to reach point S. Okay. So, choice 3 is what we can use as our answer for this. Okay. Right. Understood that? Right. So, those are the questions you have for this particular topic. Okay. And again, if you have not already subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do subscribe to Time for Bank Exams, and please don't forget to hit the bell icon for all the notifications of the videos that we upload in our channel. Okay. And then for all the other, SSC, insurance, railway and other related exams, we have those videos as well. And please do also follow us in the other social media. So, these are our handles that we have. We have Telegram, we have YouTube, Okay, so this is our Telegram channel, this is our YouTube channel, Instagram channel and Facebook, and the links for them are available in our description below. And for classroom coaching, do contact your nearest time center, and for online courses you can enroll at t4e.info/bank SSC Okay, so that is it. So thank you all for watching this video. Hope we have made some progress here during this video. So thank you. Have a great rest of the day. Goodbye.